And athletes, actually, when we learned about this concept in graduate school, we use athletes as the example for having a high self-efficacy and accomplishing something that they are setting out to do. Do that enough times during the day. It's like, it's psychological PT for people to really start to get connected. What if the answer to my prayer is no?
The Fierce Athlete Podcast is here to empower female athletes to thrive in their God-given identity and femininity. You are a daughter of God, fully feminine, fully strong. Welcome back, everyone, to the Fierce Athlete Podcast. I am your host, Sam Kelley, and I am back with my dear friend, Darilyn Bixenman, just incredible woman, has so much wisdom to offer us. Clinical psychologist out of Denver, superhuman, just amazing, amazing woman. And this is part 2 of our conversation. So if you have not listened to part 1, I would really encourage you to go back and do so. We cover why are we so anxious, what's going on in our world, and how to begin to deal with that. Today, we're going to continue that conversation about how to deal with our anxiety, how to really engage the skills that we've been given as an athlete, and then just a really, really transformative process to becoming more peace-filled, to becoming more confident, to becoming more rooted in reality and truth. So let's give it a go. We talked a lot. We've talked a lot about this today, and it's actually like one of my new favorite things to think about in words. And but when we know who we are, then we have something called self-efficacy.
Yeah.
Can you explain what that is? Because it's my new favorite thing. Because I'm like, we have it. It's empowering.
But
I also can grow in it. But I think particularly as athletes,
yes,
it's like, wow, I have this skill set or this ability, this superpower, if you will, because of what I go through every day.
Yeah.
And that, I think, when we're struggling with anxiety, it's like, oh no, and you'll explain it, but I actually have this superpower that is built into me that I can now use to move into a more peaceful state. So what is self-efficacy? How does it relate in?
Efficacy is a term that we use to describe, oftentimes it's used in the pharmaceutical industry, right? When a drug is efficacious, it actually means that it does what it says it's going to do. So if Advil has a high efficacy in solving a headache, then we say, yeah, it's a good drug, right? When we talk about it psychologically, self-efficacy is then a belief in ourselves that we actually can accomplish what we set out to do. No matter if the in-between is really hard or really sucky, we'll get to the other side of something. And I always say relatively unscathed, relatively okay. And so it's a high
keyword relatively.
Relatively.
Like, I might have gotten kicked. I might have slipped.
Yeah,
I might have twisted an ankle.
Yeah. No,
got a flat tire.
Get a flat tire. I don't know what that's going to be. All I know is that I have a belief and a strong belief that I will get to the other side. Right. I use the analogy oftentimes that if I'm on a hike and I park my car at the trailhead, Colorado, we hike a lot there. And I'm hiking, I'm 4 miles in, and all of a sudden on the trail, there's a huge tree that has fallen in the midst of my path. I'm not going to walk back to the car, right? It's not going to stop me. I'm going to figure out a way. It's going to be hard. I might have to get some bruises and some scratches and some bumps trying to figure out how to get through this obstacle that is in my way. But I have a belief that I'm going to be able to do it. Somehow I'll figure it out. And athletes, actually, when we learned about this concept in graduate school, we use athletes as the example for having a high self-efficacy and accomplishing something that they are setting out to do. And it's a beautiful thing. And I think that women and the way that we are made for receptivity increases that belief a lot, because we know that we can receive this feedback, but we're going to get through it. We're going to figure it out. We know that we can get to the other side of something. And not just in a race, but in every problem that kind of comes my way. Yeah.
Yeah. I just like, I have this superpower, and it's true. It's, we've learned it through obviously practicing it. But I think the more that we can come to know who we are, then it's not just, okay, I was a college soccer player. I know that I can figure a drill out, or there's nothing better than when you're down a goal. You just, as a team, you look at each other and you believe, down 2 goals, down 3 goals, down 6 goals. Like, there's still always this belief that we can come back. We can figure this out. We can figure this out. But I think when we know who we are, then it's not only soccer, but I can do that if there's, a log across the trail, or I get a flat tire, or, life throws something at me, an illness or an injury or a tough family situation, XYZ, something going on externally, it kind of transfers.
It does transfer
over.
Yeah. And when we talk about skills needed to trust, self-efficacy is the thing that we need in that, because the even when you're down 3 goals, there has to be a belief that even if we don't win, even if we don't come back, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be just fine. And so it's not only trust in self and trust in my abilities to overcome something, but it's also trust in the one who made us, right? And so it really has a large capacity to increase our faith at the same time, not only in God, but in our abilities to get through difficult situations. If we have that belief system, then we're not afraid. And we know that we don't have to have all the answers to get through something. We don't have to be in control, because, Sam, control is an illusion. I mean, it's all smoke and mirrors. None of us have it anyway.
Yeah.
And so if we feel like I can get through this, I'm going to be okay, relatively okay. It'll suck, but I'm going to be okay. And maybe even eventually I'll be okay.
Yeah.
But the larger that belief system is, the lower the anxiety is. Absolutely.
Wow. Can you, I just selfishly want to hear more. Can you flesh that out a little bit more with, obviously our listeners are primarily athletes or related to athletics,
right?
But they're also Catholic Christians seeking the Lord. Can you flesh it out for me a little bit more about the relationship between self-efficacy and our trust in God? That is so profound and beautiful. How does that interrelate? And because I think that's a common question I get is, well, how do you trust God?
Yeah.
Right. It's like anxiety up. Everything's going on. You say, tell me to trust God. Like, but what about XYZ that's happening? Or where is God? And there's all this, what if? So how do those interrelate, and how can our listeners use what they already have, what they're realizing here to relate that and grow in the relationship with God? Sorry, that's a very complex question, but.
No, I think it's a good one, because you're really asking the question, what if the answer to my prayer is no? So what do I do?
That's what I'm really saying. You're welcome, everybody. I'm asking it for myself, but we're about to get an answer.
So what if the answer to my prayer is no? Then how can I trust God ever again to answer my prayers? Right? Self-efficacy then says, but I have a belief that answer to my prayer, which was no, is the hard part. I have a belief that I'm going to be okay despite the answer, despite the outcome, despite the loss, despite the win. I'm going to be okay. And I can then move forward in confidence in the Lord, in confidence in myself, to keep going in that. Even if the answer is no, even if it's like a losing season or a season with a ton of injuries, and I keep praying that, Lord, can you just throw me a bone here and help me out? And it doesn't seem to be answered in the way that I want it to. But if my belief system is high, that there is an answer in there somewhere, and that I am going to come out on the other side, I'm going to be looking for that answer. I'm going to be looking for that ability to triumph on the other end.
And I might go as far to say, at least I've experienced this in my own life, that those are the situations, and self-efficacy helps lead me to, and the Lord allows it because it allows for a deep encounter with him.
Absolutely.
Because when I realize that, oh no, I made it through the surgery, or, I didn't PR and I'm still me.
Yeah.
There is this realization, this deeper acceptance that God is good, that he's got my back no matter what, that whatever happens, he's going to bring good out of. And then that deepens my faith, which then deepens my self-efficacy, which then deepens my faith. It's like this but then if you don't know who you are, if there's a distrust, then, and again, this is the Christian perspective, that thing happens and God hates me.
God hates me.
There must not be a God. I'm anxious.
Left me. And everybody hates me, actually.
Yeah.
Everybody does. She must hate me. Right? She must hate me because I don't have anything in here that says otherwise. I don't have anything in here that says I am lovable. Right? I just
good.
Yeah, or just good. And I think that the Lord is the how. I'm going to figure this out. So if self-efficacy says I'll be okay because I'm going to figure it out. So that branch falls, that tree falls in my way. Okay, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to figure this out. The Lord is the how. How am I going to figure this out? Am I going to figure this out all on my own? No, I'm going to cling to the Lord. I'm going to ever encounter with the Lord to help me figure out the way, to give me the strength that I need, to give me the perseverance, to give me all the virtue that I need to get over this path, over this obstacle that is in my path.
Thank you for bringing that full circle. Okay,
Should I start singing now?
Yeah. Why don't you just sing a song so I can just meditate on what you just said for the next year of my life, next week. Oh, it's so good. And it brings it full circle because, we talked about space, time, who am I? Like, who am I at my core? It's like God is the eternal present moment. The Holy Spirit is within us. That's what allows me to connect with now.
Yeah.
It's very human. Like I'm touching the chair. I'm coming back to me, either whether that's an image or little Sam or whatever, where I am with the Lord, whatever that thing the Lord gives me to kind of root me. But it's full circle because when I'm trusting him, then it's okay. I know who I am.
Yeah.
And he's revealing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even in our prayer, we have to start there first before we can even be in prayer, because that's still relational, right? That is still relational. So for us to have an image that we can go to, mine is a pair of glasses. I don't know why, but I check in with myself. I see that pair of glasses. I'm like, yep, there I am. Then I can maybe put a hand on my arm and just be like, here I am. I'm good. Now I can proceed forward to the outside, whether that's in prayer, whether that's in conversation, whether that's in a race. But I know that I am connected somewhere, and that connection is good. It's not out there graspy with too much information, too much being thrown at me. And so it's a shield, if you will, so that I can protect myself a little bit from the outside world.
Yeah, and coming back to the internal. Well, we always, we're athletes. We like to practice things.
Yeah.
I'm super practical. I think, and maybe we could just summarize it real quick, but I think that should be our takeaway.
Yeah.
Is this, and how does one do that? So, okay, I want to find something, whether it's a pair of glasses, whether it's, you have the wrist, people wear a thing and snap their wrist, whether it's a deep breath, whether it's, a deep image, whether it's an image of me as, a 7-year-old. How do we create, receive, I don't even know, our eternal and internal sense of self,
right?
Thing that grounds us. Because I think that should be our takeaway. And I think it's something that we should practice when we're starting to feel anxious, when we're starting to feel the thoughts swirl. It's like, nope.
Yeah. Well, I would say even practice it before you're anxious. So, I tell people all the time, you're driving down the road and you're at a stoplight. just close your eyes for 2 seconds, do a 2-second body scan, connect with that interior image. It doesn't have to be metaphorical, it can be something innocuous like a ball of pizza dough. I don't know, right? But
I'm sure you've gotten some cool ones.
Yes, right? So something that you can just say, yep, there I am. That's me. And then open your eyes back up and continue on. But do that enough times during the day. It's like, it's psychological PT for people to really start to get connected. And wow, I didn't realize how I didn't understand my space and time orientation. I didn't understand that I don't even know like where I am. So now if I'm checking in daily for 2 seconds, multiple times a day, it'll be a lot easier when that anxiety comes to be able to do that, and to practice that skill.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited to do this. It's so funny. The running joke with people in my life is that I don't even know what day it is.
Yeah. Right.
Because I'm traveling, I'm here, I'm there, I'm doing tons of things. And it's like, oh, it's Friday. No, it's Thursday.
Yeah.
But even that or I'm on my phone and, suddenly 30 minutes pass. You're like, whoa, what just happened to the time?
Right.
But just having that grounding image or principle. Yeah. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge.
I have moms of young children that come to me and they're like, I don't have any time to do that. And I said, yes, you do. So when you're buckling that kid into their car seat, I want you to just buckle in, feel the buckle, feel the thing that you're buckling it into, put your hand on the car seat, put your hand on your kiddo. And you're like, oh, here I am. I'm doing this activity right now. So it's good mindfulness training, right? It's a lot of that mindfulness thinking, but taking it a little bit further and further in terms of just like checking in with self versus the things in our environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm encouraging our listeners to do this. I'm just like, maybe I just got mine. It's like lacing up my cleats.
There you go.
Like, it's like you you every day before practice, we lace up our cleats. Like that's so in me.
Right.
It'd be interesting. I love it. I love it. Well, that was our takeaway, but any concluding thoughts?
Any concluding thoughts?
Very open-ended, but I just want to make sure we cover, there's actually 18 more hours of coverage, but that we could talk about. But yeah, just any kind of concluding things.
Well, I think that for those who might struggle with anxious thoughts and anxiety and might be hearing this and saying, okay, I tried all of those things and I'm still anxious. I'm still feeling this heightened sense of worry, right? Which actually isn't anxiety at all. It's agitated depression, that worry, hopelessness, helplessness. Pay attention to that, but also know that it's okay to reach out and talk about it, in real time, to name it, to speak it out loud, and to speak it to people that you trust. Lastly, it's not you. It's only a part of you. So you're not your anxiety. You're not your depression. You're not your anxious thoughts. You are something, as you say, much, much more than that. And so it's just a little part of you. And if we shrink it down to no, this is just a part of me, it becomes a little bit more manageable and less overwhelming.
Yeah.
And hopefully decreases that anxiety.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for naming that for our listeners. And yeah, just as an encouragement, if you feel like you've been looking for a sign to talk to somebody about what you're struggling with, this is your sign.
Yes.
We're not going to over spiritualize it. This is the sign.
Yes. And only healthy people go to therapy. Yes.
Yeah.
Because the unhealthy ones never go. And that's why
it's so true.
They stay in that place.
Yeah. So again, if you find yourself, you don't know which direction to turn, please reach out to us. info@fierce.org. We can connect you with a team of people that could help you. And we want that for you. And so thank you. Thank you for naming those things. Thank you for giving our listeners tools, skills, reminders, permission. So powerful.
Love it.
You're amazing.
Thank you for having me on.
Oh, I think
it's been a great day. It's been the best. It's been the best day.
Yeah. So come to Philly, come on the podcast. We'll build the whole day out of it.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. You're such a gift. Your expertise is such a gift. And your heart, what strikes me most about you is your selfless desire to share so you can help others.
Yeah.
And that is, I mean, that's the feminine heart, but that's a striking heart. So thank you for that. To our listeners, again, please reach out to us if you feel like you need help. Share this podcast with a teammate, especially somebody that maybe you know is struggling or not. Mm-hmm. I think it could benefit everybody. I've learned things. If this has impacted you, please consider leaving us a review wherever you're listening. Give us a follow. Consider joining our Patreon community to continue to support this podcast. And until next time, know of our prayers for you, and God bless. Thank you for joining us. And remember, be fierce.